On the evening of April 14th, the Titanic is cruising through the North Atlantic, about 2.5 days away from New York.
The sea was completely calm like a mirror. The stars were setting right down to the horizon. In fact, some of the passengers said that they could see the stars reflected on the surface of the water.
Then, just before 11:40 p.m., something ominous emerges from the dark.
Titanic's lookouts are staring ahead at the calm ocean. And then they notice a dark object coming out of the haze in front of them. And they ring the bell 3 times to indicate to the bridge there's an object dead ahead. In charge of Titanic at night is First Officer Murdoch. He is the first officer on the bridge, also staring ahead with his binoculars. As soon as they hear the warning of the bells, Murdoch gives the order, hard a starboard, to turn the ship to the left-hand side. And immediately, Titanic slowly starts to turn.
And then, just 37 seconds after the iceberg is first spotted, Titanic makes contact.
She misses the berg that she can see above the surface. But unfortunately, a spur of the berg under the water scrapes along Titanic's hull. The impact of the iceberg is in fact so slight that most passengers sleep through it, and some who are already awake just regard it as a small bump.
But it's much more than a small bump.
Immediately, Murdoch knows he had hit an iceberg. He orders the watertight compartments to be sealed and the watertight doors to be lowered.
But the water continues to pour into the ship, and 5 minutes later, Titanic's engines shut down.
At about 2:18 a.m., the front of the ship, because it's full of so much water, is dipping in underneath the surface. The pressure of all the water from the front, mixed with the weight of the propellers in the back, causes the ship to snap in half.
After Titanic breaks in half, her stern comes right up into almost vertical position, and then slowly slips beneath the waves. On the surface, there is panic. There are lifeboats rowing away from the scene to avoid suction. And now there are 1,500 people in the water in the darkness.
Rescue ship Carpathia reaches Titanic's coordinates at 3:30 a.m., only to miss the sinking ship by a little more than an hour. They rescue 706 survivors from the lifeboats. 2/3 of Titanic's passengers and crew are gone. News of the sinking makes headlines